What if I told you that in 2025 for the PTE academic, after the recent changes, you can still fetch those 100% result by just putting 50% of the effort. There are so many modules wherein your complete effort is not needed, and in this video I will be giving you complete information on how to put that just 50%, meaning half of your effort, but reap double the benefit. Want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome pop-up video on the 2025 PTE secrets. 50% effort and 100% result. Well, before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. The WhatsApp link is in the description of this video. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Also, to tell you, recently we released our 4 official ebooks. The last one is about essay writing. The book is being read by a lot of people, so don't wait for it. The link is in the description. You can click on any of the links, buy it as a combo, and avail the discount as well. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the 2025 secrets. How to put that less effort and gain double the benefit. When we talk about 50% effort, 100% result, remember it's not possible for all the sections, but there are so many sections, precisely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 sections, wherein you really don't have to put that too much of an effort, but still get lot of benefit. The very first module is read aloud. In the speaking module, do not need lot of effort. Repeat sentence. Trust me, I'm going to teach you why you don't need to put a lot of effort for repeat sentence. Describe image. Read a lecture and summarize group discussion. Summarize written text, summarize spoken text. Reading, fill in the blank. Reading, writing, fill in the blank. Well, reading, fill in the blank, and reading, writing, fill in the blank. Conditions apply. Very soon I'll explain how to reap most of the benefits by just putting 50% of the effort. Let's start with PTE Read Aloud. PTE Read Aloud, as per the recent updates, is no more an important section. Do not contribute marks to your reading, only to speaking, some 5 to 6 marks. That itself says you don't have to worry too much, but at least those 5 to 6 marks you need to fetch completely, and for that only one thing that matters is your fluency. Constant rhythmic speed no matter what. There is one difficult word. What should I do? If you want to skip it. I think I mispronounced this word. Should I come back and correct it? Don't do it. I think I added an extra word. Mostly I'll lose my marks, isn't it? So nothing like that. You do whatever you want. Make sure it is fluent. Make sure you're going at a constant rhythmic speed. Just like you drive in a highway with a cruise control mode set. This is what read aloud is. You put your efforts, marks will go down. You just have to speak naturally, by not worrying about the content, by not worrying about whether you are misinterpreting the data or correctly speaking. Nothing matters. All that matters is the flow. Whatever you see, you just speak. Even with few mistakes, you're gonna end up getting full scores towards your speaking from read aloud. Let me just highlight this with 3 simple things. First thing is difficult words you skip if you really want. Problems in the pronunciation, don't worry, you can skip or speak the way you want it. Maintain the flow and the rhythm no matter what. For example, if this is the read aloud and you have a problem in the 4th word, fascinating, or let's say in the 2nd line, dazzling brilliance, both the words you have problems, and let's say if you speak them, probably your fluency will go down because you may fumble. How do I speak this? Very simple. Let's put the car in a cruise control mode. Let it go at 80 km/h no matter what. Lights have a way of transforming our world. From the gentle glow of a candle to the off-city skylines, they illuminate our surroundings and set the mood for countless moments. You just have to speak once, done, click next, and move on to the next question. Don't give it a thought. Don't think too much. Don't try to become Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking. Not needed in read aloud. The next is repeat sentence. How can I put that less effort and still reap more benefits? Definitely you can do that, because repeat sentence, the content is not a priority compared to fluency, because content is 3 and fluency is 5 marks. That itself says you don't have to worry too much about the content, but what we basically do, we primarily focus more on the content. You focus more on the content, which is of less priority. How can you expect marks to come out of the blue in the exam? Isn't it so? Content is 3 and you speak 50% to 60% of the content correctly. You don't get 0, you still end up getting 2. And that's what your focus should be, especially for very lengthy audios. I'll soon show you a demonstration, but here how to put that less effort. Very simple. Don't put that effort. to entirely get the content. As simple as that. You do this, you get marks. You try to put that effort to get every word as it is. Most probably you will fumble. 99% of the times people fumble when they try to put that extra effort. You fumble, marks gone. Listening 30 marks gone, speaking around 15 marks gone. Be very, very careful. So the strategy goes like this. Short sentence, don't have to put any logic, just speak perfectly. 6 words, 7 words, 8 words, 12 words, 11 words, lengthy sentence. Make sure you listen to half of it, or let's say 60-70% of it, and just cram that once before the microphone is on. Don't listen to the entire audio. You listen to the entire audio, gone case. Lot of mix and match will happen. As a result, you will not be able to speak even the first 50%. Problem is, you listen full, you cannot speak. You listen to your capacity. 8 words is my capacity. Listen to first 8 words, done and dusted. I'll soon show you a demonstration on the same. Now the point is, to listen to the 8 words, you don't have to put that extra effort, man. That is your capacity, that is your normal effort. If you have to listen to 12-13 words and still speak perfectly, then you have to put that extra effort, isn't it? All I'm requesting you is don't put that extra effort in repeat sentence, because it is not needed. And even if you try to put that extra effort, marks are not guaranteed, and it's guaranteed that marks may go down. Remember this. For instance, if this is the audio, the cities have been devastated after the recent high magnitude earthquake 2 days ago. There are multiple phrases, very lengthy one. Even if you speak something like this, cities have been devastated after the recent high magnitude, or the cities have been devastated after the recent earthquake, you will get full scores. You have to trust me. But when you speak clearly. The cities have been devastated after the recent earthquake, like this. If you speak, software says not even one word was spoken correctly. Speak clearly, open your mouth, pronounce every word correctly, add that clarity, but speak 50-60%. You end up getting good scores. Let's see a small demonstration on the same through our AI website. Alright, let me just open a question. Let's listen and try doing it by speaking some 50-60% of the content.
The current labour force is more competitive than it had been for a long time.
The current labor force is more competitive for a long time. There were a few 3-4 words that I missed. I listened whatever my capacity is and I just spoke back. I was not putting that extra effort. The current labor force, we will just see what was the exact content. Alright, let's see this. The question was, the current labor force is more competitive than it had been for a long time, and my audio was, the current labor force is more competitive for a long time. I missed this. Than it had been. 4 words I skipped. I think 9 to 10 words I've spoken. Lengthy one, but yes, I still got 2 out of 3 for the content, and that's how it would be in the exam. And now it's 5 for fluency, 2 out of 3 for content, 4.17. Overall, if you add it out of 15, this should be around 13.8. You convert it to 3 marks, because from 1 repeat sentence you get 3, not more than that. You end up getting 2.7 or 2.8, which would mean that you would get 3 out of 3 in the exam for both speaking and listening. And that's all about repeat sentence. Put less of an effort, understand what is needed, reap more of the result. The next is describe image. You may be wondering how this guy is telling to put less effort and get more benefits. It's all hidden in the first 25 seconds, how you put that effort. It's not exactly what happens after the mic is on. After the mic is on, the effort would all be reduced. Before the mic is on, what you put is the effort that I'm talking about. 50% of the effort you put before the mic is on. After the mic is on, you don't have to put any effort. You get full result. Before the mic is on, 25-second preparation time. Use it to write 3 key contents. If you can, you write it neatly. 25 seconds should be enough, but do it a bit faster. If you think you cannot write quickly, then speak that at least once or twice, so that your mind knows what to speak once the mic is on. 3 key elements. Rest using structure or the template that I've showed in many videos, and even in this video, you can figure it out. Recently we made 7-hour full course. If you have not checked that out, check that video. The video is somewhere there. That video will also give you more confidence on how to put that less effort and reap more benefits. So if this is the picture, it has got a lot of things. 3 key elements, 3 key things that I will just talk about. Probably I'll choose habitat restoration. Nothing is written, so I'll have to write something on my own. Is to restore the natural habitats. Habitat restoration plays a very important role and is one of the important attributes to conserve forest. Next, I'll take water conservation. 3 things water conservation is the middle. I'll take is the next. If you conserve water, the forest stays intact. Next is wildlife conservation. The last one, in the extreme right, I will take that up and say wildlife conservation is another important factor which brings all the wildlife to save the forest. That's all it is, 3 key sentences. Use the structure that I'll just unveil and just finish it off. Structure looks something like this. The image provided is a bar graph, line graph, whatever it is, that gives information about how to conserve the forest. Then it is evident that conversely, another interesting point, 3 key sentences, little lengthy sentences to conclude. As simple as that. Now we will see how to speak that. The image provided is a pie chart that gives information about forest conservation. It is evident that habitat restoration plays an important role and is one of the most important attributes to conserve the forest. Conversely, water conservation is next, where if you conserve the water, the forest stays intact. Another interesting point is wildlife conservation is another important factor which brings all the wildlife to save the forest. To conclude, the image represents 6 steps which has biodiversity conservation, sustainable livelihood, wildlife conservation, conservation consciousness, and many more. The point is, you're not putting effort to read out the things from the image. As it is, if you're just speaking, you're not putting that effort. You're putting that effort to make sentences, to bring the connection. That effort you got to put at the beginning, 25 seconds preparation time. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And this fits in for any kind of question. Let's see a small demonstration through our AI website. Alright, I'm just opening a line graph. Matrix is all 0. I've not done it before. I'll just take up the first one. Articles published by men and women in the year 2006. 1000 articles have been published by women. In the year 2008, 2000 articles were published by women. In the year 2010, same 2000 articles were published by women. However, men in the year 2008 have published 2000 articles. That's all it is. I'm going to speak this. The image provided is a line graph that gives information about articles published by men and women. The x-axis talks about the years from 2006 to 2010. The y-axis talks about the number of articles in thousands from 0 to 4000. From the image, it is clear that in the year 2006, women had published approximately 1000 articles. From the year 2007 to 2010, women have published 2000 articles throughout. On the other hand, men have published in the year 2008 around 3000 articles. However, in 2010, they have still submitted around 3000 articles. Simple. I noted down 3 things, but I made sure to speak one extra thing about men. Should be fine. I mean, whatever that is sufficient for you, whatever that goes with it, you just speak. But identify 3 key things and just make sure you speak those key 3 things, and you end up getting perfect scores. Fluency 5, context 5.9, pronunciation 5 out of 5. This you practice more. Beginning 25 seconds, beginning 25 seconds, beginning 25 seconds. I'm going to make most of it. I'm going to put that effort. I'm going to put that complete effort. While speaking, it actually just flows if you're properly prepared in the first 25 seconds. Remember this. The next is retail lecture. For many, retail lecture is very difficult. But again, here the effort that you're going to put is before the mic is on. After the mic is on, it's very simple, just like describe image. Before the mic gets on, you need to be on top of things. Listen to the audio, write whatever you can. Listen to the audio, write whatever you can. The only mistake what people end up making here is they listen and write at the same time. While listening, they write. As a result, they cannot even write, they cannot even listen. People fear, what if I miss the most important content? Remember, there is no most important content here. Whatever you pick from the audio, that is most important. You don't have to worry about missing out on important things. And remember, you cannot write every idea from the audio. Whatever is possible, at least 4 full sentences or some 6 to 7 phrases, you write, done and dusted. After that, you don't have to put the efforts, whatever you've written, just to speak. It's like a read aloud. In the read aloud, what do? Whatever is there, you speak. If you make mistakes, you don't come and correct. Grammatical things, you don't have to worry. You just speak whatever you've written. So the effort is now completely halved. After the beep sound, people are putting a lot of effort. Don't have to. You put that effort, you try to be extra conscious, marks go down. Try to be that extra conscious. Before the mic is on, listen for 3 seconds, decide, okay, this is what I'm going to write. Start writing. Use a pen and a book and write neatly. While writing, don't worry about what audio content did you miss. This is the point, and then listen for 3 seconds, write for 3-4 seconds or 5 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds done. After that, from 11th second, start listening again, 3-4 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds done. Now you know what to write because you've just listened. Start writing for 5 to 6 seconds. Do this 4-5 times, man. You will have lengthy 4 exact sentences. Speak that back 10,000%, you will get full scores. Alright, we'll take up a particular question. I'll show you a demonstration on how to take the notes. Observe it. I'll put all my effort into taking the notes, and once the notes are taken, just observe how easy it becomes for me to speak. I don't have to put any effort while the mic is on. We will take up a childhood obesity. Probably I've done this before, but it's okay. Let's observe how I do it.
In 2023, just last year, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommended prescribing weight loss medication, such as Ozempic, to all obese children over the age of 12.
Medication.
After all, why not? Childhood obesity is a massive problem. There are decades of evidence that a simple solution of recommending children get more exercise and eat more healthily is ineffective. And if there is a drug that can help obese children lose weight and therefore have fewer health problems later on in life, well, that must surely be a good thing. And it wasn't just for obese kids. Ozempic also became increasingly used by adults who were not obese, but who simply wanted to lose weight.
Were used increasingly by adults who are not overweight but simply want to lose weight. Just read. The lecture was about in 2023, just last year, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommended prescribing weight loss medication such as Ozempic. In the beginning, the speaker told that childhood obesity is a massive problem and there is a drug that helps obese children lose weight, and that must surely be a good thing. Here the speaker told that Ozempic were used increasingly by adults who are not overweight but simply obese. Probably last few words I changed. The audio was very small. This much of content you have to get 6 out of 6, because more than 50% of the audio exactly as it is we have repeated, and that was possible only because of the effort that I put in the beginning, meaning before the audio began. Listen for 3-4 seconds, wrote for 3-4 seconds or 5-6 seconds. This I repeated 4 times, resulted in 4 big lengthy sentences. See there, fluency 5 out of 5, context 6 out of 6, pronunciation 4.96 out of 5. So this is how it is. You have to put that effort before the mic is on, not after the mic is on. Hope you are getting it. Just like written lecture, summarized group discussion is the same, wherein you put all your efforts when you take the notes. Written lecture done 3 times. 3 audios of written lecture played consecutively is what you should presume, and just to do summarized group discussion, you end up getting full scores. Same technique, ditto. In the beginning, when the audio plays, 3-4 seconds you listen, 8 to 10 seconds you write. 3-4 seconds you listen, 8 to 10 seconds you write. Do this for 12-13 times. 4-5 sentences for 1 written lecture, 3 written lectures, meaning 4 to 5 into 3. Anywhere between 12 to 15 little length sentences you pick exactly as it is, done and dusted, summarized group discussion, you're going to end up getting 6 out of 6 for the content. The next is summarize written text. You already know that you don't have to put any effort in summarize written text. Use the structure sentence 1, comma, and sentence 2, comma, but sentence 3, full stop. Take 3 full sentences from the paragraph. Don't copy half. From a full stop to a next full stop, whatever you see, copy paste. If there is a question mark, don't copy that. Exact from a full stop to the next full stop, exactly copy paste like this. Do 3 times. 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, probably 1 in the end. 3 sentences. Use the structure, meaning add a connector in between. Recently in our full course video, we have clearly explained that it is 0% effort, 100% result. Only if the paragraph is conversational kind of subject, then you need to paraphrase, otherwise not needed, which is very rare. 99% of the times you don't get that conversational kind of question as of today. So you can simply go with sentence 1, comma, and sentence 2, comma, but sentence 3, full stop, done and dusted. Summarize written text. The next is summarize spoken text. Same as written lecture or summarize group discussion. Instead of speaking, you have to write. Put that effort, 50% of the effort, in taking the notes exactly as it is, 3 to 4 sentences. Now you convert those sentences into proper paragraph without making spelling errors, without making grammatical errors, which will not take a lot of effort. If you have taken exactly as it is from the paragraph, most of the times the grammar would be correct. You don't have to worry. Spelling, yes, make sure it is correct. Don't use lengthy templates in summarize spoken text. In our 7-hour full course, somewhere here, we've explained this. Check that out as well. Firstly, Secondly, then in the end, in addition, furthermore, something of this linking words you add, otherwise remove that as well. The more content you give, the better marks you get towards your listening and writing from summarized spoken text. Remember this. The next is reading fill in the blank, reading, writing fill in the blanks. Of course, I made a statement in the beginning, conditions apply. The conditions is if a blank is based on collocation, if a blank is based on grammar, you can solve it like this without putting any effort. Only for those questions, only for those blanks which are based purely on collecting the clues, getting the context, vocabulary, then you're gonna put that extra effort. Otherwise, it's not even 50%. 50% effort only during learning phase. Every day when you practice, learn collocation, learn grammar. In the exam, it is 0% effort. If the blank is based on collocations or grammar, let me show you a small illustration. I'll give you a timer of 2 minutes. Try solving it in under 2 minutes, reading fill in the blanks. Post that, I'm gonna come back and show you how to do it. Let's start. Alright, let's understand how to do this. In our nation of over 1 billion hearts, love and hate dash. Love and hate is noun. It's like they, love and hate, are good. Love and hate is like they. Subject verb agreement. They eat, love and hate, do something. What is that? Eats cannot come. It's present tense. The verb without s. Plural noun will have verb without s. Singular noun, he eats. They eat. Now I just need a verb in the base form. Carry, you have discern, you have shape. Dash, destiny, you carry destiny. Destiny, you can go to a market and give some amount and carry it like this. No, it always shapes the destiny. Love and hate shape destinies every day. Now we quickly move on to the second one. Second one says dash between. It always goes between these two. It swings between collocation. Swinging between love and hate. Now the collocation is swing between these two poles, these two pillars. Swing between is a collocation. Swinging between. The next one, love, hate, dash, highlights. Highlights, grammar. He highlights. He, I need singular noun. Love and hate, dash. I need a noun which is singular, not plural. If it was plural, love, hate, theories, highlight. Love, hate, theory, highlights. Getting it, subject verb agreement. In that video, like I mentioned, in our full course, I've explained this in detail as well. Subject verb agreement, you can check them out if you have not yet. So here I need a singular noun, noun, spectrum is singular noun, perception is a singular noun. Love, hate, perception, love, hate, spectrum. Love, hate, spectrum is a collocation. If you are a voracious reader, or you've read multiple times already, or you have a habit of reading a lot of newspaper or magazine. Love-hate spectrum, the spectrum, the boundary, you would have made that out, love-hate spectrum. And the next one, recognizing these, the word these always goes with plural noun, recognizing these friends, recognizing these places, recognizing these nuances is the only plural noun, helps avoid apathy and dash selfishness. From, dash from, differ from, discern from. Here the answer for the last one lies after a word. Dash selfishness from, different from, discern from, separate from. Read along. If you have learned a lot of collocations, you would have gotten that knack that you just have to read further to identify a preposition, to identify a word like from, in, on, at, which always be coupled with one particular word, and that's the answer. Discern from. So the first one is shape destiny. Second is emotion swinging between. Third is spectrum. Fourth is nuances. And the fifth is discern. I hope you have got 5 to 5. Even if you have got 5 to 5 but you've used 4 minutes, it is of not much use. You got to solve them very quickly, and for that you need grammar and collocations. Remember this. We quickly move on to one more question before we end this video. Another question, I'll add a timer of 2 minutes. Try solving it by putting less effort. Remember, that's all the video is about. Put that less effort. Don't have to read line by line to get the full context, because most of it is based on collocation and grammar. Let's start. Alright, let's understand how to do this. If there's one thing the world's gaming studios need at the moment, it's a little bit of dash context. Let's leave it empty. This alone is a little tricky. We may have to put that effort, but rest of the blanks we don't have to. Console or new console always goes with console launch, or using article grammar method. See there, it has been a year with no major new console, new launch. A is not there, it should be, or a major new console launch, a major launch. A is not there, it should be launches. We need a plural noun. Launches is the only plural noun. Using grammar you can do this, or you can go with collocation, console launches. Next we'll directly go to the third one, an allegiance. You don't say an allegiance. Allegiance is about loyalty. The opening night of this event is often an opportunity for someone. Opportunity for is a collocation. Third is opportunity for, to get fans all excited for the year around, for the year ahead. Year ahead is the collocation. Set the stage is a collocation. Last one. Now we are left with first one. After of usually noun comes. We're left with noun. Allegiance is the only noun. Arranging is a verb. If there's one thing the world's gaming studios need at the moment, it's a little bit of allegiance, a little bit of loyalty. So allegiance is the first one. Second is launches. Third is an opportunity. Year ahead, setting the stage, as simple as that. I really hope this was an informative content, giving you enough analysis understanding on how to put that less of an effort and reap most of the benefits. Well, it may not work in every scenario. Essay writing right from dictation and all, probably it will not work. That's the reason I did not include them. But what are the modules, the important modules that I shown today, definitely 100% it works, provided you understand how to make it work. I really hope this was an informative content. With this, I'll park the video here. This is Nakul, N-A-K-U-L, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. If at all you need online assistance, WhatsApp link is in the description. You can join us. We gonna help you. With this, I'll park the video here. Thanks much for being a part of this. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.